Okay, hope you all stayed in there. So, No Man's Sky. Not my normal format, which is to start a game at the beginning and play all the way through. No Man's Sky's been my off-stream game, so I thought we'd finish out the time just jumping in my game here. I don't have that many hours in the game, so I'm still kind of figuring that out. Here's my ship right here, and we're in a space station. I think I actually already finished this space station, but just so you can see it. So we got all these little dudes. Oh, interesting. I've already talked to all these guys, but it doesn't say that I did. So you can come up to these guys and learn their language. These are Gek, these little dudes here. I'm saying this to you guys like you don't know anything about No Man's Sky, so I apologize if you do. Hey, Maruski! No worries at all. So we finished Mad Max, out in a blaze of glory. Just fired up No Man's Sky. You guys, Maruski's a No Man's Sky player. Good, I'm glad, Kim. So we have 3 races, and you can learn their language. Each guy will teach you one word. It can get a little tedious because every one of these stations you got to talk to everybody. You don't have to, but if you want to do it, which I do, then you got to talk to all of them. I actually talked to all these guys before I paused here. I'm pretty sure, but we'll talk to them again. So Maruski is who I have watched play. I've watched a couple other people play since, but mostly her. She's a lot of fun to watch. Make sure you're following her. So when she's playing, you can catch her. She's way better than me. Her stuff is all cooler than mine. So these are Korvax here. This is a different race. Oh, you definitely are. You've been playing so much longer. And doing so much more stuff. Oh yeah, I am going to show it to you. You're going to laugh. It's hilarious. Let's see. Just let me finish this base out. I came up here. I got a I found a spaceship that I could scrap. I've done 2 of those, which is helping me get some money finally. Oh, I already hired this guy. Okay, so clearly the game didn't save all this space station interaction, so I just need to do it again. I wonder if I have my money from my ship I scrapped. I better check that. Oh, my big head is in the way. Alright, you guys, I have to move my big head. Give me just a second. This is gonna... The video will stop, but audio will still be there. So hang on just a minute. Let me switch my camera so I'm not in front of my resources. And I will be right back with you. Okay. Let's put me back over here. Oh wait, let's see. Now, yeah, so I got my money from scrapping the ship. You'll laugh at this, Maruski. When I scrapped my last ship, I had like maybe 7 million, which is the most I've ever had, and I was starting to feel a little bit like, oh, I'm finally ready to get a new ship. And I want a better fighter. I have the base ship, which is a Class C fighter, and I came into one of these space stations, and there was a Class A, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy this ship. And I go up to the guy. It was 29 million. I'm like, oh. I have no sense of scale. But I am finally, with the ship scrapping, I'm finally starting to really get some real money. Now I have about 12 million right now. I know you have in the 3 digits million at least, but I'm getting there. And it took me a pretty long time to get there, so. Alright, so you can pick any of these symbols that you want, and I used to put a lot of thought into it, but now I just always pick the top one, pretty much. Alright, anyone else? Here's a Viking, so this is the third race. These guys are kind of warlike. So as we learn more of their words, you'll be able to read more of their words in there when they talk to you. I have the most of Korvac's words, I think. Okay, I think that's everybody. It seems like it saved pretty much everything else I did. Grounded. Do I know that game? I'm not sure. Alright, we'll go ahead and just zoom over to my base right now, Maruski, because I gotta talk to that farmer anyway, that I just hired. You're gonna laugh at this because it's so tiny. I had no intention of having all this stuff happen here. I was just, hopefully my ship won't land in my base, which sometimes it does. I was just making myself a little vacation cabin, and then all this stuff happened, and I ended up hiring all these guys. I got to the part where you could start hiring people, and I was like, well, okay. So, Kim, from the teleporter, you can teleport to any space station you've previously visited, and also any base that you have. In my case, I've only got one base, and it's really tiny. I mean, you can take your ship, but this is faster. Okay, so this is my planet. Okay, so all I wanted to do was build this tiny little house that overlooked this beautiful view here. So I did, with glass in the front. So all I have is this little tiny house with the windows. I've got the blueprint now for full glass, so I'm going to replace my glass with full glass, but that's all I wanted was this little thing. So then, oh, and also this plateau here had 2 old buildings on it. So I just sort of jammed my Maruski, can you get furniture? I don't know, Kim. I hope so, because I'd like to be able to go in there and sit down. And unlike Maruski puts all her stuff on the inside, I put mine on the outside. So I don't have any furniture yet. So I have a storage unit, and I have my own teleporter. My generator is clearly empty. So let's put some gas in it. Okay, so this is the funny part, Maruski. You can see my ship is here. So these 2 old buildings were already here. See, my ship landed in this one. You know, there's all these places in the game where you have these 2 buildings. So I can't really build anywhere else. I mean, like, I'm pretty limited. And my ship always lands in one of them. And then here's all my guys. So I got my overseer, and I moved these 2 things. They used to be kind of over there, but I was trying to jam them up. And then here's all my terminals back here. And then because I had to build around a thing, like it was one of the missions, I just stuck it back here all by itself. There's nothing happening in there. It's just a round circle. And then I had to put my farmer terminal over here because I had nowhere else to put it. Here's my search beacon right here. I'm just jamming all these things. And you can see I have no place to put anything else. So my question for you is, should I choose to move all this stuff, can you move your guys that you hired? Like, I know I can dismantle my base and go somewhere else, but what happens to all these guys if I do that? Do they come with me, or do I have to start over, or what happens with them? Oh, right, I gotta put oh, they go with me, okay. I think I have a mission to build solar power, so we can do that up here too before we go off somewhere else. But anyway, let's go talk to our farmer we just hired. See what he wants from me. Hey, farmer dude. What do you got? Every time you talk to these guys, you gotta do something. They want something from you. Come on, get yourself lined up there. You can see my guy's pretty basic, too. Whoops. Yes. Give me just a mini. Alright, what does he want to do? What? Oh, these are these are new blueprints. Okay. Yeah, alright. Sure. I'll do everything. It's part of my problem. I have so many missions. Because I always say, all right. Okay, so whoops. So one of my problems is that my ship, my suit, I have a lot of inventory squares, but I don't have very many technology squares, and I haven't figured out how to get more of those. Okay, my multi-tool is the basic multi-tool. There's my multi-tool. I have 2 empty spaces. And that's the only one I have, is this Class C multi-tool. Because again, I don't know how to get a new one. Well, I kind of do. I just haven't had enough money to buy a new one. If you would like to opine upon it or give me advice, I would be happy to have it. And then I have still the basic starship, and I don't have any spare technology slots on it either. I know I need a lot of things. Help me. I know, I only have that. I still have the base multi-tool, the base starship, and the base outfit. I keep buying new slots for my outfit, but they're just inventory slots, not technology slots. Alright, I think this guy has something he wants to talk to me about too. I think he was in a coma last time I was here. This is my scientist. What do you want, buddy? His child is the beacon, which is a little strange. A scanner helmet. Is that just something who do I buy that from? Oh yeah, I already did that. Oh, I haven't spent much time at the anomaly, as you can probably tell. From my, is that a blueprint I have to get, or do I get it like from the exosuit station? Okay, and this is my armorer right here. Oh yeah, I gotta go find some random pirate, I forgot. I have still got his job. I still haven't found the cadmium I need to update my, drive. Okay, from the multi-tool station. But it's a helmet? Okay. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, did I talk to the overseer? And what was it called again? A scanner helmet. It's white and it's a scanner. Okay. What does this guy want? I'm a little bit suspicious of my overseer here. I'm kind of thinking I might have gone down a bad path with him. Sure. I've already had this conversation, so he must be waiting for me to do something else that I can't remember what it is. Alright, we'll go do the anomaly while you're watching. So Kim, the other thing that you do on on every planet, you can do if you want, is you can scan your creature, scan everything, and it'll tell you what it is. Like there's unknown things, and then you scan them. All these things with green paws are friendly animals that I already scanned. And then Here's my guide to this is my planet. So I've found half of the fauna in this planet, bunch of different minerals, and it tells you what you can mine there and kind of what kind of a planet it is. It's a pretty good planet for hanging out. Some of the planets are not so good. Some of the planets, the life support's kind of bad. These guys are cool. All right, the anomaly. You do, yes. Yeah, let's see how many nanites I have. So I have almost 12 million credits and 8,000 nanites and 450 quicksilver thing, but I haven't figured out what to spend that on. The quicksilver. And I haven't named my planet. I named my ships. I named it Falling Water. I'm not sure why. It was the only thing I could think of. And I originally named my last colony, I named Rat House as a play off my gamer name. But this one I didn't. I dismantled that one. It was on a pretty harsh planet, and I moved here to this temperate planet. But I didn't allow enough room to expand. All right, let's go get the anomaly. Whoa! So in addition to all those space stations that are everywhere, oh, let me show you this too, because this is pretty cool. So there's this galaxy map that you can search the whole, really everything. And all of these galaxies, these solar systems, I mean, you can travel to, and they have different economies and different people on them and planets and stuff you can go do. It's infinite. And one thing I do a lot is have fights, pirate fights. Somehow I'm constantly fighting. But, okay, we're going to summon the anomaly. Whoops. Oh, I'm not far enough up in the air yet. You have to keep an eye on all your, like, fuel and all that stuff. You know, it's sort of survival-y game kind of stuff. Surely I'm up in the sky enough now. Okay. All the other space stations you have to find them, but the anomaly, it just appears when you call it. And if you're playing multiplayer, all the other people are in here. Like, this is where you meet, and you'll see other gamers running around in here. And this is the only place where you see them, I think. Correct me if I say anything that isn't true, Maruski. I won't be intentionally lying. I just don't know any better. Ooh, look at this cool ship. Salvaged ship. The Fat Pigeon. Wow. That's a heck of a name. Alright, let's see. I find the anomaly confusing. I haven't been in here enough times to know my way around. All these guys with the little triangles running around, those are other players instead of NPCs. And you will like this, Kim. You can change your look any way you want. Your outfit, your clothes, your head, everything. You can make yourself look completely different. Alright, I know this isn't right. Maruski, you're probably like, go the other way! I'm sorry to say I don't know my way around at all. Yeah, you do. And the character creator in here, yeah, you can put a lot of effort into it. Maruski's guy is cool looking. I just haven't spent much time with it myself. I have changed my guy a little bit, but not very much. And there's another person that I watch play. She's very specific about all of her, like her, oh, this is where you can change your guy, make your guy look different. About specific ships she's trying to buy, and she's very particular. Yeah, I don't need to talk to you right now. Alright, I don't know where to go. Let's see. The space stations are all laid out kind of the same. So I have the space stations down. But the anomaly, it's more luck. Go to your left, okay? Oh, go back where I was. Okay. And then go to my left. Okay, up and then left again, okay? Stop. Okay, I'm stopped. I know you're typing. Go left. Okay. Oh, okay. Into the room with the world. Is that this? Oh, these are mission guys. Okay, I don't need missions. I have too many missions now. I thought I thought you were directing me to the oh, go back. Okay. This way? Sorry, I'm not giving you enough time to answer. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the multi-tool vendor dude. Excuse me, I would like to use the service. Okay. Yes, please. I actually never think of the anomaly when I'm upgrading stuff. Oh, this is one of these blueprint things. Okay. So, mining beacon, bolt caster, plus I think I have upgrades for things I don't actually have the base thing. Is it this? No, combat scope. Survey device. Oh, both of those things? So buy both of those things? But where will I put them? Oh no, I do still have two slots, don't I? Okay, so buy both of them. Okay. 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 And then let me get the other one. So Kim, the multi-tool is your weapon, plus it's also your scanner, and it's like your only actual tool. Okay, and then this one. Magnetic resonator and quantum computer. I don't have either one of those things. I wonder if I've seen the quantum computer. Maybe it's a blueprint, or if I already have that blueprint. I don't think I do. Okay, what else while I'm in here? Oh, from the eyeball store or whatever it's called. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay. We could do this some other time and get on the phone or I mean, I would love to play, but I'm just not sure we can because it's cross-platform. I'm not sure how that would work. Okay. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sure this is not at all interesting to you. Go across to... Which guy? Oh, to the Polo and Nada guy? Oh, exosuit guy, okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. We'll do a little bit of this and then we'll go fly around so you can see. You can come with me while I look for cadmium. Alright, exosuit guy. Let me aid you. Okay, so what do you want me to get in here? Oh, don't talk to him. Just use his thing. Don't talk to him. So another inventory slot. Yeah, I've been buying a lot of these, but what I really want is... Oh, sorry. Sorry. I wanted a... Were you going to tell me how to get a technology slot? Oh, darn. Sorry. But I didn't see that it gave me a choice. So tell me how I would have done that. Every time I come to one of these, I try to figure out how to make it be a technology slot, but I never see that choice. Can I only get that here in the anomaly? The technology slot, or can I get that at all of these? Oh, on the technology section. Okay, well, I'll do that next time. I'll do that next time. Okay. I didn't know that you could switch. I thought you could only buy inventory slots. So as you can see, I have been buying a lot of them. Okay, let me look at my multi-tool now and see, can I use either one of those things I just bought? I have a lot of these things that I need to sell. I keep getting stuff that I already have. I keep being awarded things I already have, and then I have to sell them. Probably from my scrap ship. Alright, I don't see the thing I just bought, the helmet thing. Let's see, pulse engine modules. Okay. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to do it from your place. Awesome. Okay. The other one I can't do because I don't have the stuff for it. I need a magnetic resonator and I need a quantum computer. I can't remember. Okay. So I need... Oh, just place it. Okay. So now when I'm ready, when I get those things, I can... Whoops. Because there's no one of those little eyeball stores here in the anomaly. Okay. All right. We're going to go out and I'm going to... Maruski would be better showing you, Kim, but you're stuck with me showing. So we're going to go fly around and look for cadmium, which is what I'm trying to do. I know, let's do that. I don't know how to do the chat with cross-platform, but you probably do, so you can tell me. We'll make a date to do that. Oh, I'm lusting after these other ships. Look at this cool one. What's this one? Actually, what I want is a better fighter. I spent a lot of time fighting, having pirate fights. Alright, let me... Oh, wait, that's not me. Yes, it is. What's happening? Oh, no, I guess it isn't me. Oh, that's hilarious. That ship... See, that's another guy that has still using the basic ship. That's why it looks just like mine. Yeah, there's some really cool ones, Kim. Some really interesting looking ones. What's this one? Yeah. In the space, at the space stations, you can buy ships if you have enough money, which so far I haven't. All right, we're out. I'm sure there's other stuff I can do here, but... Oh, but not at the anomaly, because those are people's ships, huh? All right, so I have some things to accomplish. Oh yeah, I'm still in my same solar system because we called the anomaly to us. Okay. So we need to look for cadmium plus, let me see. Oh no, I'm in my home galaxy. I forgot what I was doing. So let's see, what are our missions? Not that. What does this guy want me to do? So when I play open world games, generally my pattern is in any given area is to gather up all the little missions, all the side missions, and then go do them. So I started doing that with this game, and that was crazy. Like every mission guy, I was taking every mission that he had, and so now I'm trying to, with escape button, I don't know what that is. I was taking every mission that they had, and so finally I made myself stop doing that, and yeah, but I'm trying to look at my quests is what I'm actually trying to do, and check which, oh, of the planets that I've been to. So strangely, somehow I forgot how to expand these things. All right, so I've been to a lot of places. Okay, so here's a red one. I can't remember how to expand these lists. Oh, these might be. Oh. Oh, so is this every system in the whole galaxy? No, see, it says all visited systems. So presumably I've been there. Oh, well, maybe. I mean, I believe you. I shouldn't say it like that, but... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So, and are the yellow ones... Are these colors the color of the star or the economy color? Because if they're the star color, so there's one red system I've been to that I keep getting attacked by pirates every time I show up there, so that one's not working for me. Yeah, now I don't even see it. Oh, I see. Instead of all systems. See, this is the only one I had that was red. I for Bohr system. I probably pop into this one every time and get trashed by pirates, and so I stopped going there. All right, I want to see what my missions are. I have a couple that I can take you to, Kim, and show you that I need to turn in. Let's see. I have one about... Yeah, I do a lot. I got to get my list down. I have too many missions going right now. This one, I think I had to go find a bunch of pyrite. Okay, let's do this one. I'm not very good with this galaxy map, really. All right, let's see. Where is it? That's my mission. I mean, my... It's not that one. Oh, it's that one. Okay, this is cool. I haven't known how to do this for very long. So we're gonna warp over there and turn in our pyrite. And my primary overarching thing is to find some cadmium, but in the meantime... When you do economy filter, the red shows up really good, but when you do no filter, so you can find the red star systems that have that might have cadmium, they're not very red, and I keep having trouble. Uh-oh, pirate fight! Well, Kim, at least you get to see this. Oh. This is actually pretty fun, but I have the reason I need the cadmium, among other reasons. Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Is that I've gotten in so many fights that one of my systems is down, and so now I'm like not in the best of shape for fighting. But it's fun. There's some pirate I'm supposed to be finding too for my gun guy, but I keep not doing that. Yeah, we got to get out of the way of this freighter here. Ugh. Well, groovy, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Oh yeah, I know about that. Leave that alone. Oh, maybe surely I didn't finish with the pirates. Where are they? Oh, I guess I did. I will say I have taken out a lot of pirates. It seems like that's all I ever do, is fight pirates. Alright, what happened to my planet? Oh, wait, why am I docking with this ship? What's happening? What? I haven't done this before. Wait, where's the freighter that wants me to dock? Oh, him? Okay, how do I do that? I wonder. See, what I was saying, I usually play first run-throughs. I have so little experience. Okay, well, how do I do that, though? I would like to have it. I don't have a freighter. How do I get to it? Oh, I go right there? Okay. Ah! Is it letting me dock? Oh, yeah, okay. Nice! Wow! I knew getting a freighter was a thing, but I didn't have one. I assumed it would happen at some point. Okay. So now I don't know what happens. We're gonna find out together. Hello, Prospector Oslo. Oh, go see the captain. Okay. Alright. Is it going to have an indicator of where the captain is? Upstairs. Okay, let me find some stairs. Oh, okay. Is it that ship thing up there? Oh, I'm so excited! We'll have a freighter! Yeah, I'm terrible at this game. Oh, I passed! I thought I was following that ship signal. Wait. Go right here in this thing? Wow, that's kind of weird. Alright, is this the captain? Oh, him. Hey, buddy. Commander Kojo. Oh, that's not him? Where's the stinking captain? And how would I know this if you were telling me? Oh, okay. Man. Should I take it or should I take the money? I don't have a freighter. Okay. Ooh, become a freighter captain. Okay. Wait. Okay, brings several benefits, including a portable base, a very large inventory, nice, and the ability to command fleets of frigates. Freighters offer extra inventory, nice. Can stick your starships in here. That's good, because clearly I can't park anymore on my little plateau. Command expeditions from the bridge and construct a base. Sweet. All right, and these guys all work for me now? Do I have to do anything else? Now that I have it? And where does it live? Does it, like, sail around over my planet? How do I get here? Manage fleet. Well, I don't have a fleet, so that should be easy. Or a squadron. That's my... Wait, what ship is that? Oh, that's my frigate I just got. Okay. But I really want to go do my mission. I want to go deliver my pyrite. But where does it live? How do I get here later when I want to come back to it? Do I just teleport to it and I don't worry about what part of space it's in? I know I'm asking you too many questions for you to type all the answers. We'll talk later. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right. Oh, look at these guys. Stellar Extractor Core. I could probably do some real damage in here. Now I need a fighter. That's what I really want. All right, and what's my inventory now? Is this my freighter here? Oh, I see. Cool. Oh, it's got lots of stuff. Lots of technology slots, lots of inventory slots. It's like a giant storage room. All right, I want to go... I don't know how to get back to my ship now. Class C, so that's basic. That's all right. Upgrade control. I don't probably want to do that right now. Go back with the captain and into the white... Oh, you mean to get out? Alright. Well, that's just awesome. There you go, Kim. You got to see me get a freighter. Now let's go deliver our pyrite. Do I have to speak with the freighter's navigator right now? Okay. I know, right? How funny is that? Okay, I wonder if I should go speak to the freighter's navigator while I'm here. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with this freighter exactly at the moment. Freighter command. Inspect your fleet. View your fleet at the fleet management terminal. Didn't I just do that? Frigates have difference making their suitability for different. Expand your fleet by purchasing new. Alright, we're not going to worry about that right now. Yet another thing for me to do. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game, if you choose to do it. I think I was just crashing into my freighter. Alright, sounds like pirate noise again. Where is my... What the heck is happening here? Okay, so from space, so you can see this is an undiscovered planet, and you can scan it, and then it'll tell you at least what minerals are there, and what... So sentinels are sort of like the police of the world. So it tells you what minerals are there, and if there's any sentinels. And the sentinels don't like you mining stuff on their planet, so if you go to an aggressive sentinel place and you want to mine something, they might attack you. And you might kill them, they might kill you. Hard to know. But we need to find that one that had that package on it so I can go deliver by package. I think we're still in the same solar system. Isn't that why we're here? Alright, let's fly out a little bit. Alright, it's not that one. Where is it? There's the space station of this solar system. What happened to it? Oh, you know what? I'm going to reset my mission so that it'll show it. It'll tell me where it is, I think. Okay, deliver the goods. Okay, yep, there we go. Now, what planet is it? Okay, it's that planet. Alright. Hit our warp. Boom! This will be cool too because since I haven't been here, you can see some of the scanning and that kind of stuff. I have another mission to tame 12 animals, which I've done 6. I need 6 more, so if we find any new friendly animals, we can knock some of that out. So I had to go, this mission was to give this guy 250 pyrite, so I had to go fly around and find a planet that had pyrite on it and then mine pyrite, and now I'm delivering his package. See if I can manage to actually park on the landing pad. I don't do a very good job with that. On these ones, I always, oh, this looks pretty good. A lot of times I end up right next to it or underneath it or something like that. All right, very professional landing. I shouldn't have told you that because then you wouldn't have known and you would have been like, oh, that's amazing. You just landed right there. All right, in this eyeball terminal, we might be able to get those things we need for our scanner, too. All right, deliver the package. Client delivery. Okay. And what did we get for that? I don't know what our reward was. Okay, so these trade terminals... Oh, yeah, I gotta go to the space station. Okay. So these trade terminals, you can buy stuff and you can sell stuff. So you can also do like trade routes. So like this, for example, see that this unrefined pyrite grease is down 39%. So it'll tell you that manufacturing economies want these. So you could buy, if you want to do trade routes, you could buy all of this and then go find a manufacturing economy and sell it at a profit. Now, I have been doing quite a bit of that. The big money, though, is in salvaging crashed starships. All right, let's see. We're looking for... What are we looking for that thing? We're looking for a quantum computer. And I can't remember what the other thing was. All right, let's see if we have anything to sell. This is another thing I wanted to ask Maruski. These are worth a lot, but I think you need these to buy, to build stuff, so I have been hanging on to them. I don't think I have any trade goods right now. I think I sold all my trade goods. These are all the things I'm carrying around. I don't know if I need them, but... oh, we'll sell this dagger. This must be a Viking economy. It is a good way to clear up slots in your spaceship, I mean your suit. And then this is stuff that's on my ship. See, I need 75 cadmium and I have 67. So I need 8. I don't know where I got that cadmium from, but I need 8 more and I haven't been able to find it. I'm running out of tritium too, which is how you fuel your spaceship. All right, well that wasn't too fruitful. Let's look and see what was the other thing we needed for the scanner thing. Oh, let's see. Wait, we don't have to do it like that. We can do it like this. Magnetic resonator. I didn't see that either. Let's look again. Different ones, different terminals will sell different things. Yeah, I don't see any of those, but we'll check at the space station. All right, so let's get some words from these guys, these Geks. Hey, man. Stupid? You better not be calling me stupid. I better not see that word anywhere. Sure, whatever that means. Okay. Anybody else hanging around here? Oh yeah, here's another Gek. This part's a little tedious, but it's kind of worth it. Oh, I should probably pick up those trade goods too. I'll have to see how many slots I have on my ship. I mean, in my suit that I can put stuff. Put my trade goods. The number 4. Okay. Is that everybody? Oh, here's one more over here. Whoops. Oh, we'll go scan some stuff too so you can see how that goes. Sure, we'll have a mystery symbol. Okay. All right. So let's see. Usually... So you can... Oh, I have been here before. Clearly I have, because there's a friendly animal. So these knowledge stones, you also can go to those and you get a word from those too. And then this is some minerals you can mine. There's another knowledge stone. What's up there? I have a ton of copper. Let me see how many slots I have in my suit for trade goods. And how many do I have in my ship? Pretty many. So let's go buy those trade goods. Oh, dirt. Who wants dirt? That's interesting. So that's manufacturing. This is manufacturing. So we can buy all these 3 and go to a manufacturing planet and sell them at a profit. Dirt. Okay. And we can move them onto our ship once we get over there. Oh, I guess I came here to get the mission to get the pyrite. That makes sense. Alright, let's move those trade goods into our ship. Oh, I need to sell these too, actually. We'll sell those at a space station when we are up there. We can sell them to a vendor. Okay, here's a trade good. Dirt. And then this thing. If you don't have any free slots and you go pick stuff up, you can't get it because you don't have enough slots. Okay. Let's just fly somewhere else on this planet. Ah! This is another cool thing too, is that you can... Oh, that's wanting me to go to the mission agent. I'm not ready to do that right now. You go walking around and you can call, if you get too far away, you can call your ship to you. Oh, storm. Yeah, great. So this is just like Mad Max. It's a stinking storm. We're gonna see if we can get out of the way before the storm comes, because then otherwise you just gotta sit there in your ship and do nothing. We'll go to a different planet in this solar system that we haven't been to before. We need to fuel up.
Technology recharge.
Oh. Yeah, because we're going to sail right through our freighter. Man, are there pirates? What the heck is happening? What? Wait, you just said we had a message. Oh, maybe it's our ship. Is our ship calling us? Our freighter? Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Am I supposed to go back there? Oh, recruitable frigate. What does that mean? Let's go see him. Oh. Ah! Incoming message. Yeah, we'll recruit you, maybe. What's your ship like? Inspect your frigate, man. Is an excellent friend. The crew will have such joy to join your fleet. Okay. He's a Class C trade specialist. I have no idea whether I should take him or not take him. Is he giving me... Oh, do I have to pay him 2 million units to join my fleet? And why would I want him to join my fleet? This is what I need, someone that knows how to play, because I have no idea. Sure, we actually have some money, so we'll take him. He's a trade specialist. Okay, I have 2 frigates. Woohoo! Alright, am I done with that now? Can I go do something else? That's the mission agent. Alright, let's go do this planet that we haven't been to before. Whoa, yeah, I know it's my own ship in proximity. Alright, we'll go over here and we'll scan some stuff. Oh, somebody's calling me. Yes, how can we help you? What do you want? Wow, usually they just pop in when you stop. Man, I'm gonna run out of gas if I have to keep stopping. Look at this thing. I wonder if it's wrecked. I wonder if we can claim it somehow. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this wrecked ship. I would love to scavenge it. They are worth some big money. But I've only ever scavenged ships that were crashed on the ground. My capital ship. What does that mean? That's my frigate, I guess. I'm unclear about this thing here. I don't want to crash my own ship by trying to fly into it. I thought we had a distress beacon. No. I don't know. I'm sure if I knew what I was doing, I would know what to do about it, but I don't, so never mind. What if we can get some tritium out of this stuff? Yeah, we need that. Well, this is how we mine for tritium for space fuel. And gold and silver. What I need is tritium, not silver. Come on. Alright. Got a little tritium, that's good. We'll go check out this planet we've never been to. Oh, it looks like elephant skin. Look at the surface of the planet. Did we pay attention to what kind of planet this was? I didn't. What can we see here? Ah! Don't crash! Whoops. Alright, new planet, new minerals. Okay, so everything we see, we scan it, here, tells us what it is and what it contains. And then if we need what it contains, we whip out our little mining tool here and spray it, and then we get the stuff. So we'll get salt and ferrite from this thing, whatever it is. I don't know what our Sentinel activity is on here. Let's see what might be. We might want to go do. I don't need any copper. I have so much copper. I'll go do that. Whoops. I need to find some creatures too. I can work on my taming of creature thing. I don't see any animals on this planet at all. What's that? Oh, that's my mission. This might be a weird planet, but it doesn't seem to be affecting my... Oh, here's the drop right here. So there you find this stuff laying around and you can collect stuff from it. Okay. Oh, here's some animals. These red spots are animals. Oh, he's friendly too. Let's see. I wonder if I have any pellets in my ship that, I mean, in my pockets that I can give him. I probably dumped them. Let's see. Craft a few. Okay, run over here and give him some food. Hey, buddy. Hey, you want some food? Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, I don't really want your milk. I could ride you. That might be funny. Oh, look at this tiny one. Let's see if that's a different thing. Okay, let's see if we can give him a food. Alright. I don't really... Let's see what he's got. Extract berries. Not crazy about the idea that the berries was in quotes. Exactly what kind of berries were those? Alright. You didn't really eat your pellet, buddy. So you can see there's tons of stuff you can do on a new planet. Tons of stuff to find, and we'll go dig up this technology, and then I think we should go to the space station.
Radiation protection.
Oh, this is on a radiation planet. Alright, what is this poop right here? What the heck is that? Dung sample. I wonder if we are supposed to collect the dung sample. Dung sample. Okay. Search the dung sample. Ew, why would we want that? Do we need that for something? I wonder if it's like we can sell that. Alright, we're going back to our ship. I don't want to be on a radiated planet for no apparent reason. We'll go back to the space station and talk to the mission agent. Six, seven, eight. That should give me 8 animals of my 12 I need. See if we see any more out there. Salt and copper. I have so much copper. Normally copper is really good, but I have a lot of it. Extreme radiation, it said right on my instrument panel there, and I didn't realize. I didn't see it. Oh, that's the mission agent. What's up there? Oh, I think that is where... That's just... Okay. Are we out of the planet's atmosphere? Boom. My capital ship. I don't want to drive into my capital ship. That's not where I'm heading. I think that's where it thinks I'm heading. There we go. All right.
Hostile scan detected.
No, 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 no. Get in. Phew. Just in time. We would have had to fight some more pirates. Okay. We'll go to the mission agent. Turn in our missions. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can do this thing that Maruski was telling me about. Okay, so she said if I went up here... Oh! Then I could buy one of these. Dang it, I've wasted so much money on inventory slots. Bad der. Alright, well good. At least I got one. Alright, we need the trade terminal, we need the... That stuff's all on the other side. We need the mission guy. Ooh, look at that ship. What the heck with that? That is a hauler, a Class A hauler. Nice, worth 112 million. I don't want a hauler. I want a fighter. Ooh, look at that guy. What's his deal? He's a, oh, well, he's a Class C fighter. I already have a Class C fighter. I don't need him. Oh, 9 million more people to talk to. Hey, mister. What guild are you in? Can you give me a something? No, I guess not. Sometimes they'll give you a present. Alright, this is the mission agent. Hand in our missions. Oh, I get ion capacitor for that. I don't know why I need that, but okay. Oh, I don't mind delivering shipments. What do I get for that? Salvage data. Ooh. Kill monstrosities. Oh. I can do a level 4. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm trying not to take new missions because I've gotten a little out of control with that. Alright, let's try this again. Oh wait, we want to see if we could buy a quantum computer and that reactor thing. I don't know how you know who has what you want. I think I'm going to sell part of my... oh, I have a planetary chart. Some of my salvage data. I have a lot of it. We'll sell like half. Sell 20. That's 1 million. Okay. Cool. Oh, I wanted to sell those extra... I need to go back on the other side. I wanted to sell those extra mods that I don't need. Leap in the dark. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that mission right now. Where's the spaceship guy? Hey, buddy. Hey, I do. But I'm probably not going to buy anything from you. I want to sell. Alright, let's see here. I'm selling these because I already have them. They're the lowest level, Class C. I probably got them from some mission or something. Alright, that's all I want from you. Let's see, what else do I have? Weird random upgrades. Okay. Whoops. Can I take that? Yep. Let's see what's in here. These guys always want you to hire them. So I'm not going to talk to them. I'm only going to talk to... Oh, I wonder if this one has... I don't think these terminals are unique. If this one has what I'm looking for... Oh, it did. It had a quantum computer.
Product received.
Okay, now all I need is magnetic resonator. I don't think I saw that there. Nope, but darn, got one. That guy's gonna want me to hire him. This guy, though, he might give me something. Friend. Above the gentle buzz of embezzlement that now surrounds us, I can hear the life form's terrified gulps, the air tastes of pure fear. Demand all the stolen units, demand a share, or report the crime.
Units received.
That was hardly worth it. Okay, those guys are both going to want me to hire them, so we're not going to talk to them. Whoops. For some reason you search these plants 3 times. Let's see if there's anything else around here to scrounge up. I don't think so. Wait, what's this over here? Nope. Alright. I don't think I need any of that stuff. And we will go undertake the tedious process of talking to all these people on this side so we can get their words. Let's see what mission we should be on now. What's this? Free power and resources. I'm not going to do that. Freighter command. Oh, this one I started. It had a lot of pirate fights on it. I haven't done this yet. Oh, but then you gotta fight a bunch of sentinels, which I have fought a lot of sentinels, but let's see how many of these am I up to. I think I'm doing this, aren't I? Acquire a circuit board. Oh yeah, maybe I should go back to my planet and do some of this stuff. I got like 4 things that have to do with expanding my base. Almost all those guys have a task for me. Although theoretically they work for me, they sure give me a lot of jobs to do. Hey buddy. And you'd think I hadn't learned any Viking words, and in fact I have. Just teach me a word. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I gotta go to a manufacturing system and sell my trade goods too. I know, isn't that interesting? So you know if you learn more, then you can... Sometimes, especially with the Korvax, sometimes I get whole sentences that are translated. I don't know how many words there are. There's a guy that watches Maruski's stream, who's a big No Man's Sky player, or used to be, and he has learned all of the languages of all of the aliens. Quite an accomplishment. You can imagine how much time he spent doing this. Talking to everybody. Yeah, right? That's like his big claim to fame on your stream. It's really something. If you figure one word at a time and how long it takes to do this everywhere you go, it's pretty impressive. Alright, the travelers are kind of creepy. Even though I'm a traveler. Ha! That's pretty funny. That's crazy. Like that was a mission sort of a thing? Oh, I've already hired a farmer. Sorry, dude. So let me ask you a question, Maruski, since you're here. So can you end up having like all these guys working at multiple bases? Like if I had a different base that had terminals, and then you would just hire more of them? Because I was surprised they kept asking me to hire them once I was full. Their skin is translucent as if they were not. So you're a traveler, but you don't really know anything about yourself or about them. And it's a big mystery about the travelers. You don't, do you? Perhaps you're not even the same as you once were. All of us were shifting, bleeding in and out of worlds. The traveler looks at me, imploring, hopeful. Yeah, I ought to do that. But wouldn't I have to have a terminal and everything up there? Like I'd have to go up there and put all those terminals and then hire them? Or can I just hire them even though I don't have a terminal? An extra terminal? I don't remember. I'm sorry, dude. That's alright. Sometimes we have different names, sometimes different faces. The Atlas. It endlessly reconfigures, distilling everything that has ever been. Oh, what are you going to give me? Oh. But I mean, like, if I hire another guy... No, I don't do Steam because I'm only, What is this guy doing? Is he giving me another multi-tool? Oh, well, sure, I'll take it. It's free. Oh, buy it or exchange it. What should I do? Oh, I can just take it. It's free. Why does it say buy it, I wonder? Alright. So what I mean is, so I already have a farmer in my little colony. But this guy wants me to hire him. So if I say, yeah, I'll hire you, where's he going to go? Then would I have two farmers in my little plateau? Sorry, I'm taking advantage of you being here and asking you all these questions. You're probably like, I'm leaving. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna teleport back to our own. Hey, Bijou, We finished. Were you there? Did you get to see the thing? All right, so let's just see what happens. It'll be a mystery. Did you get to see the end of Mad Max? All right, let's just see what happens. I don't know where he's going. All right, wherever you are, buddy. Well, it was pretty cool. We had to fight Stankum. We had to have a regular fight with him, and then Scrotus. We had to have a big car battle with him. It was pretty neat. All right, we're gonna teleport out back to our planet, and then we'll do our tasks at our. Really? Oh, I'm very sad to hear that. I did not know that. Did that just happen? Oh my goodness, that is terribly sad. Oh, wait, I just saw it. Tina Turner dead at 83. Oh, that makes me... I'm going to read this real quick, you guys, while I'm teleporting. Oh, I'm very sad about that. Man, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Okay, let's see here. I think the monolith is on our planet, so we can go over there. See, every time my ship lands, it's sticking in something. Right now it's sticking in my house. Because there's no space up here for it to land, for it to be. Look, if we go in the house, it'll be in there. Look. Well, have fun, Bijou. Have a good time. I'm glad you stopped in. Even with sad news. Alright, we're gonna go... take care of this. Maybe we'll do that pirate thing for my armorer wants me to go find this random pirate that's left from when I killed all the pirates. Whoops. I'm flying a little low. Kind of knock these missions. Although I will say, these guys, you're never done. They always have some other thing they want you to do. Pretty sure I've been to this monolith before. I shouldn't have to search for it. But okay. I don't even know what that is. Or what it does. Or that I had it. Is that the thing I just got? My stupid I know why my radiation shield is down, because I was just on that radiation planet. Wait, let's see, am I going the wrong way? I did get the quantum computer, Maruski, so I only got one more thing I gotta find for that other upgrade. And I did manage to get a technology slot. I'm so glad that you told me that I could do that. Yeah, now I'll be buying a ton of those. As you can see, I've bought a ton of inventory slots because that's all I thought I could get at those, and I've been buying a bunch of them. But all right, I have to say I'm going back towards my house. Why did I fly all the way over here if it was all the way back over here? This looks like a crash landing about to happen. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? It should be right there since it just marked it, supposedly. Oh, right there. Okay. Thank you. These are also good because they have knowledge stones on them. And you can get words without all that rigmarole with the chit-chatting with the aliens, the other life forms. So they're a lot quicker. Let's see if there's 4 of them. Nope, that's all. Alright, let's go plug in the... Oh, did I have a scanny thingy? I don't know. Up! Hello. Prepare to insert the Korvax's core within the dais. The structure looks as if it were made for such a moment. Ah! That's not good. Yep, he's my servant. Verisimilitude failure, emotional breakdown. Ooh, this dude is not doing well. Oh no, don't reboot my Korvax! My scientist! I don't like that. I don't think my scientist is gonna like it. Or he won't know because he's been rebooted. Dang, that seems kind of harsh. Ooh, unknown building. I might have to go check that out. I love an unknown building. I'm always surprised when I find new stuff on my planet because I feel like I've spent so much time here. But then I have to remind myself it is a whole planet, so... Whoops. I'm trying to run like you run in Mad Max. Ooh, copper mine. I have an awful lot of copper, but... Oh, I need to throw some copper in the refiner while I'm back at my house. Let's mine this real quick. Wait. Oh, what's happening? Why won't it switch? It won't switch. Oh, am I in the other... Did I switch to the new multi-tool? Yes. How do I switch back to my other multi-tool? This is the multi-tool that guy gave me. Oh no, I didn't switch. Wasn't it an additional multi-tool? How do I get my other multi-tool back? Hit X. Well, I don't want to rename my multi-tool. Wait. Okay, go to the gear. Is it behind my big head? On the left. What? I don't see it. Oh, right here. This one. Get out of that window. Okay. Go back in there. Okay, now X. You know, I'm on the PlayStation, so that just makes me jump up and down. Uh-oh. Well, I'll have to Google that, how to do that, and I guess I won't be taking this copper mine right now. That's a bummer. I do it like this. Oh, this gear. Okay. Swap multi-tool. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I still didn't do it right. I didn't do it right, obviously. All right, let's see. Swap multi-tool. Select. I don't really need this copper because I have a ton, but hey, it's right here in front of me. I always need chromatic metal, so I need to throw some in the refiner and have that churning away. Whoops.
Technology recharge.
All right. Where's my building? That was cool. Uh-oh, where'd my building go? Oh. There we go. It's not actually a building, I have to say. That's a pretty casual interpretation of a building. But how would we visit? That's the part I'm confused about. Okay, this is not a building. I mean, I'm happy to come here and fire this up, but it's not a building. Really, I need to get off because it's getting pretty late where I am. This is what this game does to me. It just sucks all my... It's such a time suck because it's so easy to just keep doing another thing and doing another thing. Where's the scientist thing? Oh, I gotta take it back. Okay. Alright, let's see. I better call my ship. Let me get a clear place where it can come. Oh, there, you can go right there. Oh, I got a frigate too while you were away. A frigate added to my fleet. I hired some guy to be my frigate. Okay. I think I have a Steam account. I'll have to look. I think I have a Steam account. I just can't use it because I don't have a, PlayStation. I don't have a PC. I will, I'll DM you that information, Maruski. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just get back to my base here, you guys, and then I'm gonna probably stop. It's 9 o'clock almost at where I am, and I have to eat my supper. Hey, Half a Bee! I really should go into outer space and come back. It's faster. I often wonder that myself. Alright, now when I'm going to land on my plateau myself, I try to avoid landing on top of my buildings. Sometimes I'm successful. My tiny little plateau here of a house. Alright, we're going to plug our scientist back in and see what happened. Since he's been rebooted. Hey, buddy. Hey, how come you're even moving around? We have your core. How's that possible? What? This replugging thing? Okay, see, he doesn't even know who I am now. What do you want? Wait, what? Oh, that's right, I needed to get this from him. Alright, let's see. Stackable heat capacitor and polyfibers. From heat capacitors and polyfiber. Do I have heat capacitors and polyfiber? Oh, okay. I have a convergence cube, actually. Their beacon that they think is their baby. Objective updated. What? Okay. Return to the scientist. Yeah, because I actually have a convergence cube in my inventory. Yes, on my PlayStation 5 with a controller. Oh, now he doesn't think the base thingy is his child anymore. I thought that was kind of charming. Yeah, we'll have him. I'm a little sad about my Korvax buddy. Okay. What are they? Heat capacitor. Do I need that? An explosive. Woohoo! All I really need is cadmium. I just want some cadmium. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, that's a bummer. I didn't know that you had quit. Alright, let's get this going again. Just because now I have so much copper, there's no reason. Oh, do I have to stand here and watch it? Can I go away while it's running? Yep. Good. Alright. So that's his mission. This one I still need one more thing. Didn't he just give me a hydroponics tray? Oh, and I need to make a solar panel too, I think. Plant it in a hydroponics tray. I really need to find a bigger house. A bigger space to make a bigger house. Maybe we'll make our farm over here by our farmer. Wait, what? I don't even know what this save beacon's for. Saving my game? Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, I want to make one of these too. What was I waiting on this for? I'm always out of sodium nitrate because I keep using it to fix my shield when I'm in pirate fights. I keep needing to use it to recharge my shield, and so I'm constantly out of sodium. We might as well make a big hydroponics tray, right? Oops. Oh, what do I don't have for the metal? Ugh, it's a constant. Oh, seriously? How could I be out of ferrite dust? How is that even possible? Alright, we'll skip that. Let's see, what does the little one need? Also the same. Uh-oh. Oh. See, I knew I needed that poop for something. Now I need a lot more of it. So, I guess we won't have that. So now I should have the chromatic metal. I can't do that one then. Wait, is it done? How come it stopped? Oh, I ran out of gas. Man, I'll tell you, my biggest problem is, at first, I was constantly mining for stuff and scanning stuff and getting stuff. And now I'm mostly flying around trying to figure things out, so I'm always running out of things. I had a really good supply of fuel all the time and all that, and I really need to get back to it. Like any game, you know, you start out doing all that scavenging stuff, and then you start doing other things, and it kind of goes by the wayside. Alright, you guys, I think I'm going to stop. I'm about 45 minutes over my time. As you can tell, I just really get into this game and I get sucked into it, and I'm starving. So, so thank you so much for hanging out with me, and both for finishing Mad Max and this little delve into how bad I am at No Man's Sky. And I will be back at 7:30 in the morning Central Time with Machinarium, which is a super cool, interesting puzzle game, if you haven't watched that yet. And then I'll be back at 4 p.m. tomorrow, with No Man's Sky. I'll try to get myself a little more organized, although this is kind of how I play. I'm just popping around, doing different weird stuff. And as you can see also, when I have someone in here that knows the game, I have a million questions because I'm really just still figuring it out. But it's been lots of fun. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, everybody.